Peace and life, family. I hope that you are well. If you are new to my channel, I am the Queen Poe, and welcome, welcome. I hope that y'all are well and happy and whole and all that good stuff. My intention for this video is to discuss overthinking. I want to share with y'all a few practices that have truly helped me and continue to help me overcome overthinking. You know, overthinking is something that really plagues so many of us. And I say plagues because y'all, you know, it can lead to so many other issues like anxiety and depression and so many other things when we just overthink life, right? So first, let's get into what causes overthinking, what is usually happening when we're overthinking, and then I'll move forward with sharing a few practices that to this day, shout out to Deontay Wilder, to this day, it helps me work through overthinking. Okay, let's get into it. Now, oftentimes when we are overthinking, our mind is just running, right? It's just contemplating and thinking of all of these really truly erratic thoughts. Oftentimes what's happening is we are thinking of things from the past. We are contemplating where we are now and what we should be doing, and we're thinking about all the what ifs of life, and what if this happens, what if that happens, did I do this right, did I do this wrong? And overthinking really just involves a lot of being out of alignment essentially with where we are in the here and now. Okay. And a lot of times when we're overthinking, again, it can lead to anxiety, it can lead to depression, because overthinking is usually coupled with a lot of self-doubt and a lot of insecurity, a lot of questioning our value, questioning ourselves, questioning, again, are we doing the right thing, are we doing the wrong thing, are we enough, right? And even if you don't analyze your thoughts, like each individual thought, and you're not harping on each individual thought. Sometimes overthinking is just like our mind racing and coming up with even more erratic thoughts, right? So it's just a whole bunch of thoughts going at one time. You could be washing the dishes and thinking about 3,000 other things that you have to do or have done or you should be doing. You know, all kind of stuff is happening when we're overthinking. So it looks different for everyone. I will say for me, overthinking often shows up in a couple ways. It often shows up as contemplating the future, right? It often shows up as, you know, am I doing enough right now to be in alignment with where I desire to be in the future? It also, for me, overthinking shows up as me contemplating things I've done in the past. You know, like, did I make the right decision here? Did I do the right thing here? Did I do the wrong thing here? So it's a combination of should I haves and what ifs. So the should I haves is the past and the what ifs is the future. That's how overthinking shows up for me. And I find that when I'm in conversation in community, it shows up that way for a lot of folks. You know, I was in the wellness community. You know, the wellness community, if you don't know, that's my spiritual community. Join us at patreon.com/TheQueenPo. The link is in the description of this video. It's only $5 a month, and we do family meetings. We have a book club. We do all kind of stuff. Okay, it's a beautiful, beautiful community. But we just recently had a family meeting, a Zoom meeting, and it was about 6 hours long, and it was really just centered in embracing the new moon energy. And we was doing a check-in, asking each other like, where are you now? What's going on? I was answering questions, and again, this was about a 6-hour meeting, and I noticed that a common theme ran through all of the questions, and the common theme, or I'm not going to say all, but most of the questions, and the common theme was overthinking. The common theme was, did I do this right? Should I have done this? What if this? What should I be doing for the future? And you know, I noticed that again, it was all centered in overthinking. And I told the family, and this is going to move us to what should we do? What practices can we utilize to stop us from overthinking or to help us overcome overthinking? I told the family, I said at the end of the Zoom, I said, y'all, I feel like the theme of this Zoom is freedom and flow. Freedom and flow. Because as someone who struggles with overthinking and who constantly has to do the work to overcome overthinking, I can easily recognize when someone is not moving in freedom and flow. So with that being stated, let me share with y'all a few practices. Diddy, stop, please. Y'all, Salam over here trying to get comfortable, huh? If you don't know, Salam, aka Diddy, is my dog. His name is Salam, but I call him Diddy because he always trying to be all up in the video. Anytime I turn the camera on, he gotta make himself known, huh? Okay. So settle down, Diddy, okay? But yes, y'all. So a few practices that have helped me overcome or work through overthinking. I absolutely have to share with y'all that the first one is embracing the flow of life. And when I say the flow, it essentially just is identifying the fact that life is ever evolving, life is ever changing, life is ever moving. If you are living on this earth, if you are living on this planet, things are constantly moving, things are constantly in flow. And oftentimes, what causes our overthinking is when we try to either force the flow or work against the flow. You know, embracing the flow looks like remembering that things are always changing, things are always evolving, including you. And oftentimes we have goals and we have this idea of where we should be and what we should be doing, but we don't realize that those goals and those ideas, although they are good, when you are an overthinker, they can be limiting. They can be limiting and they can be almost binding and they can be almost harmful, more harmful than actually like ambitious and beautiful. You know, our own goals can have us in a chokehold in a sense. And the reason that is because as opposed to embracing the here and now, as opposed to embracing the fact that you are slowly but surely approximating to your goal and remembering how far you come and valuing where you are right now in proximity to your goal, we're constantly looking at where we think we should be and what we think we should be doing. And we almost limit ourselves and limit our ability to live in gratitude because we then start feeling like we're not enough right now. So your goals can sometimes become limiting because you are not remembering that where you are right now is enough. And not only is it enough, but it is also progress from where you came from. Most often we look to the future and we see our ideal self, but we forget that where we are now is for many of us a part of the ideal self or an approximation to the ideal self that you once had. So a key is embracing the flow, embracing the fact that things are ever changing and ever evolving, including you. And it's okay to have this goal. It's okay to have these ideals, including your ideal self, the ideal version of you and where you will be and what you would be doing or all of that. It's okay to have those goals, but also embrace your here and now and remember that your here, your now, where you are in this moment is an approximation to where you will be. You are too in the flow. Where you are right now is a part of the flow. Okay, so embrace the flow of the universe. Embrace the fact that things are ever changing and ever evolving, including yourself. So when I'm in moments that I find myself overthinking and contemplating, like, is this the right thing? Is this the wrong thing? Am I doing enough? I have to constantly stop myself and remember you are more than enough. So that's a whole nother concept, embracing the fact that you are more than enough. You are enough. And I will chant that mantra to myself again and again and again. I am enough. I am doing enough. I am exactly where I need to be right here and right now, because if I wasn't, the universe would move me in the current of where I am supposed to be. I am in the flow. So that is a mantra that I have embraced, or those are a couple mantras I have embraced and constantly chant to myself. Again, when I'm questioning myself, when I'm questioning, am I doing enough? I chant, I am enough. I am more than enough. I am in the flow. If I feel like I'm not in the right space, I am in the flow. I am in the flow. I am in the flow. I am evolving. I am changing. I am in the flow. I am growing. I am closer to where I want to be and beyond. I am in the flow, and just embracing the fact that you are a part of this ever evolving and ever changing universe, and you are in the flow. Okay, so embrace the flow. Now, another thing that has helped me overcome overthinking, family, removing judgments, minding my judgments, okay? And I'm going to explain this one, y'all, because this one I feel weighs a lot of people down, and I'm going to give a clear example, okay? Again, I got to bring it back to our wellness community Zoom, because in the Zoom, a sister brought up, shout out to Keys. Keys, I'm shouting you out, Keys. Hey, girl. my Geechee sister, okay? The Keys had brought up the fact that, she's striving to become a vegan. Again, this ideal self. She's striving to become a vegan. And she craves meat. And she was speaking about it in a sense of like feeling guilty about it, and then moved as we talked more. And I talked about embracing the flow and all of that. She talked about how she realizes that she's overthinking. And again, this overcoming overthinking. The issue is, when we got down to it, the issue is that a lot of people, including her and many other folks who have this ideal version of self, a lot of people have a negative association with where they are now. They have a negative judgment about where they are now. So she was talking about, like having, like craving meat sometimes. And then she said, I know meat is low vibrational. And then spoke about essentially feeling a bit guilty about it, or insinuating that she was feeling guilty about it. And I'm very familiar with this struggle, because a lot of folks have come to me about this exact thing. Listen, you can have this ideal self. You can have this goal to become a vegan, or to become an entrepreneur, or to become anything that you desire. And you have this beautiful judgment about that goal. This goal self is amazing, and it's beautiful, and it's blissful, and it's all these things. And that's cool. Have that. But sometimes, again, that goal can become limiting, because you want to be that simply because you have a negative perception or a negative judgment about where you are or what you are right now. You want to be a vegan, cool, that's a beautiful thing, but that doesn't mean that meat eaters or people who eat meat are low vibrational, or eating meat is low vibrational. That is a negative judgment. And because you have a negative judgment about someone who eats meat, or about eating meat, and you see it as low vibrational, and all of these things, you have now placed that judgment on yourself, because that's who you are and where you are right now. So what I challenged her was, I said, is the meat low vibrational, or is your thinking about the meat, is your belief about the meat low vibrational, and that's what lowers your vibration when you eat the meat? And for people who, you got this goal self about being an entrepreneur, and then you feel guilty because right now you work a 9 to 5, and my job is low vibrational. This is low vibe. Is that low vibrational? Is that job harmful to you? Is that job hurting you? Is it low vibrational? Or is your perception, is your judgment about working a 9 to 5 about working that job low vibrational? Is it actually the goal? Is it actually where you are? Or is it your belief that you have attached to where you are that is lowering your vibration, that is bringing you down, that is causing you to overthink, that is causing you to feel like you're not enough, or feel guilty about where you are right now? It's causing you to contemplate, am I doing enough? Should I be? Why am I not where I want to be? Why can I not do this? Why does this seem so far? It is the overthinking caused by your own belief that where you are right now and what you are doing right now is not good, it's low vibrational, it's negative, and all of that. See, when we place these negative judgments, attach these negative judgments, I should say, to things that we are doing, to people, to places, to things, if you are in that right now, then you have a negative perception of self. And then that negative perception of self leads to overthinking, because it's like, I should be doing more. I should be going further. I need to get there. Where I am is not enough right now. And that literally looks like someone in the ocean drowning because they forgot that they have the ability to swim. You are in the middle of the water drowning because you forgot that you have the ability to swim, because you feel like you are so weighed down, because you feel like you are not enough, because you feel like you can't do it. You forgot that you have the ability to swim, because right now you are enough to not just make it, not just survive, but to thrive to where you want to be. You have to detach that limiting belief. You have to detach that negative judgment about people and places and things. And it's causing you to lower your own vibration. It's causing you to see yourself as not enough. It's causing you to hurt and harm yourself, to weigh yourself down. You have to elevate beyond your own negative judgments. Please, please, okay? Stop being so centered and so concerned about low vibrational and what's lowering your vibration. Shout out to Marcus. I did a discussion on my channel with intercrystallization, also known as Marcus. His name is Marcus. His company is intercrystallization. And he talked about, how everything low vibrational is not necessarily bad for you. Sometimes that's where you need to be right now. That's where you need to be right now. That's who you are right now. And again, embracing the flow. When you embrace where you are right now and you see it as a part of your approximation, you see it as a part of your evolution, and it's serving you a purpose right now. When you embrace that, you allow it, give it space to serve its purpose to get you where you need to be. And this is with anything, down to eating the meat. Okay, I told the sister, I said, listen, okay, you want to be a vegan, cool, that's great, I don't eat, me personally, I don't eat land animal. I do eat seafood. I'm pescatarian. I eat seafood, but I haven't eaten land animals in I'm talking about not a morsel in years, in over a decade now. And the thing is, it was a progress. It was a journey. It's a journey, and you have to again embrace the approximations, evolve into that. Give yourself time and space to evolve into a vegan. Give yourself time and space to embrace where you are right now and embrace your ever flowing, ever changing approximations to where you want to be. So you craving the meat, sis, eat the meat sometimes if you are craving it, and evolve into the vegan, evolve into being the entrepreneur, evolve into being the yogi, evolve into being the person who meditates an hour a day, evolve into that. Give yourself the opportunity to approximate to where you want to go. But in order to be able to properly approximate in a healthy way, you got to value where you are right now. Detach those negative judgments from where you are right now. Detach them. Okay, it's unhealthy. It is not serving your wellness. Your mind is lowering your own vibration. Your mind is limiting your own abilities. Your mind is causing you to overthink. You are causing you to overthink because you have filled your mind with all these negative judgments and this negative perception about where you are in the here and now. Detach those negative judgments. Those negative judgments is causing you to feel like you're not enough. Therefore, you trying to rush where you want to get to. Therefore, you contemplating the past. How did you get here? I should have did this. I should have did that, because you feel like you are not enough right now. It's your own limiting beliefs. So start detaching from that. Start detaching from that. Stop seeing yourself as not enough. Stop seeing yourself as doing something bad or something wrong. Detach from that. Please. And let's just get rid of the whole term low vibrational, huh? Let's just get rid of that, because although some things may not serve your wellness, what's low vibrational to you may be high vibrational to somebody else. Okay, so we have to again just detach from these judgments of low vibrational, high vibrational, good enough, not good enough. Everything is enough. Everything serves a purpose. Everything is here for a reason, and if it has come into your alignment, it is a part of your flow. Embrace it. Okay? So embrace the flow, release judgments, detach from judgments. And the last practice I want to share with y'all, family, and this one has really helped me so much when it comes to like overcoming overthinking. The last practice, y'all, you have to be able to look at yourself and say, I am proud of you for. I am proud of you for. Okay? And this is the one that really helps me overcome overthinking about the past, about should have dones and could have dones and shoulda, woulda, couldas, It really helps me overcome thinking about the past, because it reminds me that I have done. As opposed to living in the should have done or could have done, I strive. Anytime I'm contemplating the past, I bring myself to the here and now by reminding myself that I have done and I am. I have done and I am. What are you proud of yourself for? In the comments, please write one thing at least. I am proud of myself for. I am proud of myself for. And anytime you find yourself overthinking and contemplating the past, remind yourself that I have done well. I have done enough. I am proud of myself for. Okay, so that's a quick one, but it's one that really helped. Okay, family, I love y'all. Thank you so much for watching this video. Again, in the comments, write at least one thing that you are proud of yourself for. I am proud of myself for blank. What it fill in that blank? What are you proud of yourself for? Okay, and remember, detach from these judgments, detach from these ideas that you are not enough, detach from this limiting belief that you are low vibrational or what you are doing is low vibrational, and just embrace the flow. Remember that everything that is happening to you right now is in alignment. It's an approximation to where you will be, to your ideal self. And I do also want to say, again, it's okay to have this goal self, this ideal self that you want to become. It's okay to have, things that you want to achieve. That's beautiful. But I don't want you to become so obsessed with manifesting that you forget your value right now, and you forget that where you are right now is too a part of your manifestation. Again, the flow. Okay, the flow. And anything that you want to manifest, you just fill yourself with that. Fill yourself with that energy. Surround yourself with that energy, and you will flow in the direction of the energy that you surround yourself in. Okay, so embrace where you are right now. Fill yourself with the energy. Fill yourself with the energy and embrace the flow of the approximations toward what you desire to manifest. Okay, family? I love y'all dearly, and I will see y'all soon. All right? Peace.